Hi guys. So there's a nowadays the impact on globalization, positive and negative impact. Everything we learn. Positive impacts are, again, if I summarize the lesson, positive impacts are mainly the cost benefit that you can earn, the large market share you can gather, and then cost benefit from the labor market will be so cheaper, and then the government support, the reduced taxation are the main benefits. But there are some challenges as well to business organizations. I talk about the business perspective, mainly the competition from the global markets, and then the takeover, the risk of takeover from the international takeovers, and finally we talk about hostile takeovers possible, and increased risk of external shocks, because one country, the impact recession happens in one country, or the decision taken by one country, like for example Brexit decision, so have impact on other all the European countries, their share markets and their suppliers, because they have to pay again tariff and everything as a result of that situation. Okay, we'll move on to the anyway they have an impact on small business as well as large business both. Large business have a huge impact. Small business they don't have an impact, but compared with the large business they have less impact because mainly they are domestic based businesses. Okay, look at the first question, which is a reason for increasing globalization. Sort of reasons we talk about in this lesson. First of all, there are so many reasons, but the correct answer here you can see the B, decrease regulation such as privatization. This is the answer why for increased globalization, government should decrease, the deregulation should be available. Now, the second question you can see which of the following is a feature of globalization. Huh? Feature of globalization, you can see the A. Yes, answers are correct. The free flow of capital across the international borders. It's a feature. So reasons are different, features are different, and third one, opportunity of globalization. Opportunities of globalization. So yes, your answers are correct. Opportunities of globalization. You can see as a result of globalization, opportunities coming. Lower the cost resulting from economies of scale. A is the answer. 3A answer is correct. Okay. Fourth one, which of the following might be a threat? There are three threats are there. Answer is B. Answer is correct. Okay. So some of you gave all the answers correct. So well done. Which of the following might be a threat to the business? There are three threats. Threats are there. First one, actually, the B is the answer. Increased competition is the main threat from the globalization. Right. Now we are moving on to a chapter review case study. You can see the online retail market in the world, global online retail market. Like especially the world, there are three big companies right now: Amazon, AliExpress, and eBay. Amazon is the like a largest, the Jeff Bezos company. He's the one who actually richest person in the world. And then the other company, the AliExpress, Alibaba company, the Asia's richest person, Jack Ma. And also the eBay company, another American company. And also there are some auction sites also there, auction site price comparison websites like Find My Fair, Trivago, like that. There are auction sites as well, but mainly the biggest companies who actually being operating nicely in the world is mainly Amazon and AliExpress and everything. Every country there are domestic small sites are there, like for example Daras in Sri Lanka, Select.lk, some small companies are there. So, but mainly global level, they are earning billions of money out of the, because this even this pandemic also caused them to boost their sales, because a lot of people they order online nowadays. Look at the orders and everything from 2014 to 18. This is online retail markets sales in US dollar. This is trillion. So this is they earn 1,316 in 2014, and now it was 2,489, 2,489. Okay, this is situation is by everything always increasing, ever growing, always growing. This is 2018, like 2 years ago situation. I hope this will be very high right now, more than this value. So first question they're asking, what is meant by the term globalization? Single sentence, they are small sentence. The growing integration of the world economies, we can say globalization. Growing integration of the world economies is the globalization. And second one, work out the percentage increase in the estimation of online sales. Percentage you know how to take. Final minus initial divided by the initial into 100. In this case, final value is 2489 and initial value is 1316 divide by the initial value, same value 1316 into 100. So answer is 89%, 89.1%. So it is 2489 minus 1316 divided by 1316 into 100. Final minus initial divide by initial into 100. 2 mark question. Suggest 2 ways in which government can help to support the process of globalization. Yes, government is the only force which can flourish the globalization if government committed. So what you can do, there are 2 things you can suggest. You can see, you can increase the borders, economic borders you can open, and secondly, you can reduce the tariff. You can reduce or avoid the tariffs and taxes from between countries. So these are 2 things government can commit to it by they can government can keep open their international borders because if their borders closed they can't do any trade and government can reduce avoid the trade barriers. International trade will be very limited if government put up trade barriers, therefore trade barriers should be removed. And fourth question, you can see describe how interdependence might affect the online retailers such as Amazon, eBay, or Alibaba in the future. Interdependence, describe questions, you can say, or outline question, it can be a 2 mark question. So you can say, yes, there is interdependence globally, likely affect other economies as a result of that. For example, a recession in India might have an impact on global online retailers such as Samsung. They might experience a loss of sales with the Indian market, right? In the Indian market as a result of the recession. Because this might be significant because Indian market might be very large indeed and the loss of sales might result in a lower revenue and reduced profit. This is what happened. The loss of sales will be have an impact on lower revenue and reduced profit. This is how we have to write an answer for like this. So take an example. You are using example, you can explain the interdependent situation. One country recession will have impact on other country as well. Okay, the last question is a 12-mark question. You can say evaluate question. I think command word you can say assess to evaluate. So the both side of the answer you must be able to explain the opportunities that globalization might bring to online retailers in general. The opportunities in that globalization might bring online retailers. You can say define the globalization here, definition part, and 2 Meliba points. You can see the 2 positive points for the globalization. It will reduce the cost. It will reduce the cost of labor, bring more opportunities, more increase the market. However, the increase the competition as well. This will be difficult to compete. Some industries will be wiped out as a result of the global competition if you can't face properly. And you can see the mainly the conclusion point also. Finally, the conclusion, you can say the organization will be able to get the benefit. AJKO, Anthony Joshua knockout, that word you can use. Answer the question. Yes, there is impact. Opportunities are there, enough opportunities such as these things. Summarize that word. Support your answer. However, it depends on the government commitment to achieve that thing. However, it depends. You can use that thing conclusion line. However, it depends on the government commitment to operate that, welcome the globalization to the country, their preparation to open up their borders, or their preparation to avoid the taxes and barriers to trade. And overall, the globalization is a good concept to boost up the economy and the world business. Like that, overall, give some answer. Conclusion is like that, not just one single sentence. For a conclusion, I believe advantages outweigh disadvantage. That's no more valid conclusion. So, to be a valid conclusion, use that model AJKO, Anthony Joshua knockout model. So, answer the question, justify the question, write the overall answer with the justification. So that's how we have to write a proper answer. Then only you can go to like a higher level, like a 9 out of 9, 12 out of 12. Because most of them actually losing marks at the end. Why? Poor conclusion, poor evaluation because of that. Okay, now let's move into a past paper question. Past papers we are going to introduce today because next lessons onward we are going to do a revision of the past papers. So revising one, And then I want to take you to this past paper discussion. Uh, at Excel 2019 June paper, question paper. This is a question paper. They came 1.5. This is a paper structure. Your Excel papers will be coming like this. There are two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. This is paper 1, investigating small business. So each paper 1 hour and 30 minutes, right? Yesterday also some of students asked me, sir, how long is the paper? Yes, paper is 1 hour and 30 minutes. You have to answer all the questions and answer all questions, and paper is out of 80. There are major 4 questions, each question. 8 papers out of 80 marks, 1.5 hours mean 90 minutes. So think that if it's a 12 mark question, it's 12 minutes, maximum 15 minutes, because additional 10 minutes only you have. 90 minutes, 80 marks. If it's a 6 mark question, think that's a 6 minutes only, maximum 8 minutes. If it's a 9 mark question, think it is a 9 minutes only, maximum like 12 minutes you can spend. So like that, always think the take the marks as a guidance for timing. And there are formula sheet is given: gross profit margin, operating profit margin, markup, ROCE, current ratio, asset test ratio, but not everything. So like formulas like break even calculation, cash flow, net cash flow, opening this one, and the that some formulas are not here. This is only the financial management important formulas only. Formula sheet normally is given for international IGCSE exams. And then small case studies there like this. You can see the 4 lines: backyard shoe, a small retailer, shoe seller in Nairobi, Kenya, and then they are selling their accessories and everything. And then you can see the small case study. After that, you can see MCQ, 4 MCQs, 6 MCQs, 6 marks, and defined question 1 mark, state question 1 mark. For defined questions, we don't need application, but state question we need application. Application means you have to write something from the case study, not the name, because backyard shoes is there in the case. In the question, you can't write backyard shoes can benefit from online on the job training because of low cost. Or one method, you can say shadowing the worker, 0 marks. You can say shadowing the shoe designer, shadowing a sales representative in a like that. So because if you want to you get an answer, you have to give some kind of wording you have to use in the case study. So still some of you actually have lack of you have to develop that skill to use the application skills in the case study, right? And then there are questions are there like calculation questions, and then explain question 3 mark, no need to application, and then analyze question for 6 marks, and then you have again second question starting state, explain, and then we have a 9 marker. There are 2 9 mark questions is there in one paper, 2 9 mark questions. 9 mark question, no need of definition, no knowledge part, just uh, 2 1 model, 2 advantages, take one option, 2 advantages, one disadvantage, and the conclusion line. And then third question, another 9 mark question with the calculations and analyze questions, another 9 marker. So 2 9 markers are there. So time management is important. And finally, the fourth question, 6 mark and the 12 marker. You can see there are 3 6 markers, 2 9 markers, and 1 12 markers in one paper. So time management is very crucial. That's why I told you always have your watch, and then always time everything. How much time I have taken for this answer this question. If you're feeling that I taken more than the time which I supposed to have, then actually go to the next question and start, because it's worth. Otherwise, you're going to lose 12 marker at the end because you don't have enough time. Either you can start with the 12 marker, then you can have like a more like a productive answer you can write, because if you at the end it will be more stressful to finish the answer at the end. Okay, so this is the paper I'm going to upload you. We are going to discuss that paper on Monday third period, so next week. So then good luck for everyone. Let's see you on next week. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, Shabazz.
Thank you, sir. Bye.